welcome to Lego KidsFest. We are here in the club section, and I'm doing an interview with Jonah Hayes, one of our fans here.
Everyone's attention is 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning. Drawing numbers for the $250 Lego gift card in 1 minute.
You got your 1 minute warning, folks. Jonah Hayes brought one of his own creations here, one of his cool creations, and really caught our eye when we came in. I'm going to let Jonah talk about this a little bit.
This is Lego Rockband. I basically noticed, the inspiration for this was that I noticed that the Lego Indiana Jones, the Star Wars, were based off of sets. However, this is a video game that was not based off of any set whatsoever. So I basically just decided to start piecing stuff together. And I came up with, originally it was just a drummer. I came up with the guitars, the singers, and eventually put together the whole stage.
Okay, what I was really liking a lot about this, obviously you got this great crowd scene going on with these, couple dozen minifigures, but I like some of the stuff you've done here. He's got a great drum kit here, all sorts of drum cymbals and everything else, but what really caught my eye was the bass drum itself. Now tell me about that a little bit.
Bass drum is actually just a wheel that I got off of one of my Lego sets. I covered it with paper and I taped it on, glued it on. I glued the Lego logo on it just for show.
And as I say, we're purists and we usually don't like doing that stuff up, but I like the way he does have the paper covering that wheel, but he took something that is not normally used and used it for something else entirely. It's like not many people would think, hey, you take a wheel and talk about now.
Please.
I'll just talk louder than them. It is now a bass drum.
Lego gift card brought to you by Lego's Ninjago is number 04136. Again, that number is 04136. Congratulations to the winner. Please go up to the Ninjago screen and claim your prize within the next hour, please. If the prize is not claimed, I will announce a second effort.
Okay, I hope somebody here has that. We're going to go around to the back side of this now. Jonah's got it covered from all angles. He does not only just have the crowd scene, but check out the back of this.
Back of this, we've got a bunch of people just working the flames in the show, the lights, the cameras, and just filming it as if it were a concert.
John, have you done any stage work at all with concerts? Because you really kind of look like you know what you're doing here. Oh,
I really don't. I've never done any such thing.
Looks like you ought to. He's got the dolly for the camera and everything else going. He's got the mobile camera out here. He's got this great boom microphone out here. This one this is just a really cool sort of an environmental kind of model that really caught our eyes. How long have you been playing with Lego bricks?
I've been playing for Lego bricks for about 5 years now.
5 years, that's all. I'm impressed. You really have this down very nicely. Jonah, I really want to thank you a lot for this. This has been very enjoyable. This is a terrific model.
Good job.
I'm going to say right now, anybody out there have any questions for either Jonah or I? The little kid in the red jacket out here. Jonah, come on. Hi, what's your name, little boy?
Hi, my name is Pete Donner. I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, Pete.
Glad to hear it.
Pete, where'd you get that cool jacket?
I took it from you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if they misspell my name, you can have it. You have a question?
I do. Steve, is that not the coolest model you've ever seen?
That is right up there in the books. You're going to take a closer look at that later, Pete. Pete actually is obviously a master builder as well.
It's true.
Over here.
Yeah.
And you have a question for me or for Jonah? Do you have a question for me or do you have a question for Jonah?
What is your favorite Lego set of all time?
I would have to say the train series.
Excellent. Jonah's favorite series of all time is a train. That's interesting. We have other questions over here. Now, who are you, young man? I know who you are, actually.
My name is Nathaniel.
And do you know this guy?
He's my brother.
I thought so. Who is your question for? Is it for me or for your brother?
For my brother.
All right, what's your question?
How long did it take you to make that stage and all the other pieces?
Altogether, it took me about 3 weeks to build it all.
Cool. Young man.
Do you use like any particular pieces from different Lego sets, or you just use a large incorporated collection?
I take my Lego sets and I eventually just take them apart and throw them in a big bin and just piece them together.
Excellent. We have other questions here. Young man, what's your name?
Sam,
Sam, what's your question?
how do you build all of those sculptures?
Is the question for me or for Jonah? Question is for me. How do we all do these big sculptures over here? Yeah, we build those from starting with an idea. We just start with an idea. And usually we start small. Personally, when I build, I'll start a lot with small pencil and paper drawings. And I'll get a little bit larger. And then when I get it big enough, if possible, I'll use some of our software that we use in our designing process to begin to build a virtual model that's not yet a virtual Lego model. So I'll design something virtually if I can. Then the Lego company now has special software that we use in the model shops that's not available to the public, but it'll take a virtual model that we created in a program like Maya, and then it will plug it into what's called a matrix of 1x1 bricks, and it'll turn into a virtual Lego model, and that's what we use for a prototype. Once that's designed, then it has to be built one brick at a time, same way you do. Pick up a brick, put glue on it, put it in place, pick up another brick, put glue on it. Now you guys don't use glue, but we have to glue those together if they're going out in public. So when we actually start building, it's just get there and build. Do we have any other questions? Over here. What's your name first?
Ethan.
Ethan, what's your question? Is it for me or for Jonah? Question is for Jonah.
How do you get all your Legos?
I get all my Legos from like Christmas, birthday presents. I just get them in sets and then I just take them apart and put them together.
So Jonah's another big fan of the buy them, build it, take it apart, throw them in a big box, and go for it. Another question over here. Is a question for me or for Jonah? All right, what's your name?
Josh.
Okay, Josh, what's your question for Jonah?
How many sets do you have altogether?
Altogether, I have about 10 or 11 sets. I went out to Walmart, got like a big bin, like 1,000 pieces, and that's what started me off.
Wow, that's pretty impressive for not having that compared to what some kids have. That's pretty impressive building. I mean, it already was, but wow. I am impressed. All right, last question. What's your name? Okay, is a question for me or Jonah? Question for Jonah.
Share your holiday wishes. Thank you.
Do you know how many bricks you have in total?
Actually, I do not know how many bricks I have in total. I lost count.
Lost count like most of us. We all lost count long ago. That's going to be it for this session, I think now, guys. Thanks for your questions. And again, I gotta really give it a hand for Jonah for a terrific model. Guys, get over to my Cool Creations area and try to take a closer look at it. It's really worth looking at. Thanks again, Jonah.